In the following example, we'll take a look at the drill capabilities of a BI service. On the screen we have a sample web intelligence report with drill mode enabled. The hierarchy that this report uses starts with region, works its way into direct marketing area. From direct marketing area we go to a business consultant. From business consultant we go to franchise partner, and from franchise partner we go down into the individual restaurant level. So this is an example of how this would work in web intelligence, but with the power of BI services we can publish this block as a web service and mimic this functionality. This is a sample dashboard that I've created that uses drill mode. Just like we saw in our previous web intelligence report, the functionality can be mimicked here. So we'll start with East and we'll drill down. From here we'll go to our DMA, Atlanta, our business consultant, our franchise partner, and eventually we get to restaurant. And then we can drill back up. Till we get back to region. Within Excelsius we can take a look at how we made this work. So there's two things that we have to do for these services. First of all, we have to use the get report block. This is only used to populate the initial screen. This query is set to refresh on open, or in other words, as the Excelsius model is generated, it will refresh that query, and then it's really never used again. From that point, we then pass it over to the drill demo dashboard. So now we're using the drill method instead of the get report block method. The from represents the name of the dimension. So as we're drilling within web intelligence or within a BI service, we have to specify our starting point dimension. In our example we used region. The value represents the output of that particular column. We used East, so the from has to specify the current dimension, and then web intelligence on the back end of the BI service knows the hierarchy path and knows to drill down to the next level, which is DMA. But also remember that when we drill we also filter. That's where the value comes into place. So we selected East, so then it drills down to direct marketing area and filters by East. The drill operations simply specifies up or down. So obviously if we start from the highest point we would drill down. But at some point we have to switch that over to the value up. So within my model I actually define the starting and the beginning of my hierarchy, and I did special programming in Excelsius to disable the drill button like we saw earlier. The filters I'm not using, but this could be used for further filtering of the report block independent of drilling. And of course we still have our refresh, reset state, get from latest document instance, get from user instance, or turn output to vtable options. We don't actually use this turn output to vtable. My BI services by default, if we switch to spreadsheet view only, the header row, in other words the column header, which in my case in my BI service will always represent the exact name of the dimension, is inserted on the yellow line, and the data underneath that is inserted in these sections below. I then use this section over here to map to the information. Now this always represents whatever is on the header row. This always represents what I've selected within my spreadsheet component. And this is important because these two turn around and they drive my input parameters such as drill path and drill value. So let's take a look again at the finished product and understand what we've done. Our drill from always represents the header. Our value always represents what's selected, and our direction, which is controlled by up or down. We're at the top of the hierarchy, so we're going to drill down. We click the drill button. That takes us down to the next level, which is DMA. We can select any of these values in here, which will change our value column. This particular component was put here just to illustrate what we've selected. And then if we click the drill button, we can continue to drill down. into business consultant, drill down into franchisee partner, and then we can drill down into restaurant number.